What is up, everybody? You have journeyed once again to the dark side. I'm your man, Thor Gunderson, here with the usual suspects, plus one. First, I'd like to introduce my man, Darth Connor from Heroes and Villains Gallery.
How's it going, guys? How's it going?
His cohort from Tatooine, we got our man, the Paradox Nerd, aka Paradox Vet.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Hey, hi.
You gotta watch the bottles you pick up in Jabba's Palace. You never know what they might contain.
Yeah. Blue milk.
As usual, no, I don't think it's blue milk. And of course, we got our light side user. We got Jedi Chris. What's happening, bro?
Hey, it's good to be back. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this topic and see what else Connor does to surprise us. Hello again.
Caffeine level is very high right now, everybody. So just keep that in mind. So today,
sorry.
No, it's okay. Today we're going to talk about Solo, and secretly out there, it could be hardcore Star Wars fans hoping this bombs so that we can say bye-bye to Kathleen Kennedy. We're going to talk about that. We got some images that showed up this week, and the trailer's looming soon. So let's get into it. So how do we feel about it, folks? Do you want it to be successful? You want a good movie? Do you want it to suck so that we can get rid of Kathleen? Paradox, I think you, sir, have a lot of thoughts on this, so we're going to go right to you.
Woo! Yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I want it to bomb. There's so many things that happen with this movie, it being shot 95% or 90%, and then them letting Kathleen Kennedy firing the directors. I kind of want, it's almost like something bad has to happen so like the future of Star Wars can thrive. So yes, I want it to bomb. I want it to bomb really bad, and the reason being is because Last Jedi really disappointed me. I just don't like how the future of Star Wars is looking. I don't like Rian Johnson. What he's doing with what he did in the last movie. I just feel like there's so many drama behind the scenes that with a Star Wars movie or any kind of Star Wars franchise shouldn't be. I mean, I'm sure there is always drama, but there was more drama than should be. I mean, I had mentioned before in other episodes where they let go of George Lucas not being a creative advisor on the set. They didn't use him. They kind of like, bait and switched him, and it's just like so many things happening, firing directors left and right. Kathleen Kennedy a little bit more demanding than in the movies. I don't know. What do you think, guys? What do you think, Connor?
I think Kathleen Kennedy needs to go very much. That I agree with. I feel like I can't say in like good conscience that I want a Star Wars movie to bomb. I feel like I just can't like say that because I love Star Wars so much. But honestly, I hope it's good. I don't think it's going to be. I know we talked about the maybe being sequels to this. Definitely not. I don't know. It's just hard for me to say that I want a Star Wars movie to bomb. It's really hard.
Jedi.
I think we need Lucas back also.
Yeah,
definitely. JC, what you think, homie?
Guys, I have to be honest. The fact that you can say Star Wars and that that word together in a sentence is pretty damn awesome, because just the thought of it makes my stomach sink. Is Star Wars going the direction that the old fans want? Heck no, it's not. It's really bothering me. I don't want to spoil our next show, but I saw some things on the deleted scenes I wasn't happy with, so I'll just shut up there. But anyway, with the Han Solo, I really want it to be exciting, because it's like bonding stuff for my son and I to go and watch Star Wars. But at the same time, I have to agree with you. I mean, the cancer is going to grow until you cut it out. That's my concern. But what form is that going to take? And that's where I'm nervous, because even if Kathleen Kennedy, say, is removed from the project and they give someone else, is that person going to be any better? You know, I mean, I think it comes down to the chemistry and the vision of the person that's driving this thing. And I'm very nervous, very, very nervous, because I want it to succeed, but I don't want bad stuff to continue being processed out of this mill. I know it's all about money, but let's face it. If it starts to suck, they're going to lose money. So where are they going to go with this? What about you, Thor? What do you think?
Yeah, this is very, very difficult for me because I've been wanting to see this since the inception. You know what I mean? I've been wanting to see how he gets the Falcon, how he meets Chewie, him and Lando in their young days. And someone I talked to this week, we were talking about this movie, and he was saying, well, why didn't they make this when Harrison Ford was Han Solo? They should have made, you know, like in between making, you know, the old movies. Why didn't they just make one back then? I was like, well, that's a good question. They should have done it. But the thing is, no matter how we feel about The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, they still made money. And that's really ultimately all Disney cares about. They don't care about if the content, did you like it or not, how much money, what was our bottom line? And so, you know, that's not going to change. So if this one monetarily doesn't do well, then they're going to take a look at, you know, who's the head of the snake. Now, so far for us, that I think one thing we can all agree on is, for us, the only thing we can really say that we really enjoyed since Denny's taken over is Rebels and Rogue One. That so far, that's about all that's really fluffed our feathers, you know, pretty much. But the main two parts of the saga, they left a lot to be desired. You know what I mean? So, you know, do I want? I could care less how much money it makes, but for me, I want to see it meet my expectations. You know, if it could do that, and they don't make the dough and get rid of Kathleen Kennedy, I'm good with that. You know, but if it just really sucked and doesn't fill any of our questions, I would be disappointed. Very much so, matter of fact. So, you know, anybody want to add anything to it? That's just how I feel.
You know, I trust me. And I talk to a lot of my friends, and you know, they know me. They know that I love Star Wars. I mean, even though the prequels sucked, I could still watch it. You know, I'll cringe here and there, but it felt like a Star Wars movie. You know, you know, it's just one of those things. Is that like I see where they're trying to go, and they want to capture the new audience, the new generation, not realizing that we're the ones that they need to capture and make us happy, so that we tell our generation, our kids, that hey, you know, Star Wars is awesome. Because you know, everything that you know we watch as kids, didn't our parents take us to watch the movies? Right?
That's correct.
They didn't like, I didn't go to the movies by myself and I'm gonna watch a Star Wars movie. My parents, they're the one, my uncle is the one who popped in all the original trilogies on VHS so that I could watch it on Christmas Day while we're waiting for the dinner to be cooked. So his love of Star Wars resonated to me, and I'm resonating to my kids. So if I start hating Star Wars movies, will I resonate that to my kids? You know, they don't understand that. Disney does not understand it, in my opinion. I could be totally wrong, but they don't understand that formula, why Star Wars is so successful. It's not about, you know, like, okay, the amount of people are going to watch the movie. It's the amount of number of times we're going to watch that movie on the movie theaters in IMAX, spending $25 to watch it in the big screen, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I had to, the fear, the anger.
I agree with a lot with your rant. Because same thing, my father passed Star Wars down to me because he's a huge Star Wars fan. And when I have children, you know, if Star Wars keeps going good, I'm going to pass it on to them. But if they destroy Star Wars, essentially, then they're kind of stopping it in its tracks.
Right.
From being passed down generation to generation.
Well, how about we do this? Let's take a look at some of these images that they have come out with, and we'll sort of dissect it from there. So, Wizard behind the curtain, please put on the screen said images for us.
Look at that.
All I gotta say is that I'm freaking hungry, guys. I want some breakfast.
There are no pancakes here.
The moment I see Denny's, I want some freaking hash brown and eggs and
I think it's
covered in syrup. Covered in syrup.
Man. Oh man.
Spirit is making you hungry here, Paradox. So what do we think? Anybody want to go, you know, Lando, Han Solo? Where's Chewie? Oh, there's Chewie. Okay. Paradox, what do you think?
Oh yeah, you go.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, I was just gonna say I think when these restaurants do these exclusive stuff, you know, people like myself, we have a tendency to want to go there and, you know, get those things. So even though I haven't been at Denny's in a while, I mean, there's never been a bad experience at Denny's. So I just wish they had those out when we were in WonderCon, because, you know, we'd have grabbed some there. But I like the little teaser of, okay, now you have the card, you have this little action photo. Also, I think the kids cups, they have the little Millennium Falcon lid topper as well. I was checking out the site last night, so I'm trying to convince my wife into going. So yeah, so this, you know, 40-plus-year-old kid can go get a kids cup topper.
I wanted one too, but the closest Denny's to me is like 20 miles away. So I was like, it ain't that serious.
That's a commitment, especially with the snow, you know. But yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Again, that's where I get those mixed feelings. I don't want the movie to bomb, because I'm sure some of the swag that comes out is going to be pretty awesome. But at the same time, if it completely tanks, I mean, we're going to have years upon years of more movies that tank. I mean, and leave that sour taste in your mouth, and it's almost like a shame that you're a fan. I don't want that. I think I've got mixed emotions, as it's pretty obvious, and lots of caffeine with my midichlorian count. So. So I think the cards are awesome, and the cups also are very similar to the cards, the photos on the cup itself, and then it has the Millennium Falcon topper. So this week, Jedi Chris might be going to Denny's to you know, check that out. Connor, what do you think, man? I'm taking over the mic again.
I mean, now I'm hungry for Denny's, of course, but the Millennium Falcon topper that you said, I didn't know about that. Now I'm about to go to Denny's after this, just to get that. But I love the Topps cards. I've been collecting them for years and years. And of course I want these. I kind of wish it didn't say Denny's on it. I just would rather it just be Star Wars and not Denny's. I think they're cool. I love the Topps cards. Of course, I'm skeptical about him being Han Solo. I love Donald Glover. I'm still a little skeptical about him being Lando, but I still feel like as a Topps collector, I still kind of want to get them, and the cool troopers that they come with. I think they're cool, but also, same as Chris said, I don't want the movie to bomb, but I don't want them to keep making more shitty movies, basically.
Well said. Well said.
Well said. Well said, man.
So we found out this week that the main villain here, Enfys Nest, is a female, and I don't think anybody was expecting that. And also, you know, I've read and watched a few videos. They said that all these people have signed on for 3 films. So if this is successful, there's going to be 2 more of these. You know, so what do you guys think about that?
Hell no. Come on. How much more can we get out of? So I mean, I'm sure that we could get more. I guess leading up.
You know, I'm sure Jabba and Boba and everybody's going, but I'm pretty sure that'll probably be at the end or something like that. So you would probably get more time of them in the Outer Rim and smuggling and all that kind of situation, most likely. You know, I mean, this is just the beginning here. So you got to think of it that way. You know,
who knows? Maybe when they make the Boba Fett film, they might be like cameos, like they have
exactly. So, intertwined like that.
So it can't be like, oh, Solo. I mean, I don't mind them, you know, having signed them on for 2 more movies, but I feel that could be like not Solo movies. That could be like 2 more movies, like Boba Fett, or you know, another like. I
didn't think about that, because that's how they do the Marvel films.
Yeah, that's how they do the Marvel films.
Just appear in the movie, that counts as 1 movie. Even if you're in it for 5 minutes and that's it, that's 1 movie, your appearance, and that's it.
Yeah.
No, I like that idea. You do Han Solo, and you've got all the different bounty hunters and smugglers and space pirates, and you can just do a spin-off of that. So you have the cameos in the background. Now all of a sudden we're chasing that story, and all the different things that are happening. With Empire's trying to take over Now you've got all these people in the black market. You've got Black Sun, Prince Shizor, and all that stuff. I mean, I think they can really go big on that. You know, the seedy side of Star Wars, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. And our the wizard behind the camera is gonna probably like, I don't know, is gonna get angry at me, but that Therm scissor punch.
Scissor punch.
I hope he says that while he's punching somebody with his claws. Scissor punch. Scissor punch. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't. There's Scissor Punch himself. There you go.
Scissor punch. Scissor punch. I don't know what that means, man. Anyway, moving on.
But yeah,
if you do get rid of Kathleen Kennedy, Dave Filoni. That's just
Dave Filoni.
Dave Filoni. Done.
How about Dave Filoni and Kevin Smith? Let's go crazy.
Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that. Hey, Kevin Smith is a huge Star Wars fan. He probably do a better job.
He don't do
either, or both.
They need to incorporate Jar Jar Binks in the freaking movies, man. Every time I say Jar Jar Binks, everyone's quiet.
Yeah.
No, listen, that's a pretty awful day. Now we're doing the show, and we don't like no Jar Jar. He's I'm bad.
Come on, he just has to have.
I didn't know that Jedi Chris really did the voice for the movies, did you?
Also, I'm okay with what you guys said. How maybe a Boba Fett movie, have Han Solo show up, but definitely no Han Solo trilogy. Please, God, no.
Yeah.
Paradox, have you shown Darth Connor who we have selected to play Boba Fett, sir? You must show him when you have a chance.
Yeah, I'll send him the pic.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And I'm quite sure you will agree once you see this.
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
So.
Yeah, I'm definitely invested in that one. I mean, I watched the movie just to see that character that you guys pointed out, and I'm like, oh, absolutely. Oh man, it was awesome.
Well, have you seen this last Magnificent Seven, Connor? With
I haven't seen it yet, but is it one of the main cast?
Yes, it's the Comanche member of the Magnificent Seven, and there's one particular scene where you say, "Yeah, this guy is Boba." Oh yeah,
I've been getting goosebumps just thinking about it. I might as well watch it tonight.
PJ will send you the scene via YouTube once this program is ended.
Okay.
So, folks, I think we pretty much covered this one. I want to thank you for watching, and everybody send your thank yous out, and see you next time. And next time we're going to talk about the Blu-ray Last Jedi just came out. Do you love it more? Do you hate it? And how did you feel about the documentary, The Jedi and the Director? I really can't wait to tell you about how I felt about that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for watching.
May the Force be with you guys.
All right, have a good one.
Where the hell did you get that?